Guys, sorry about that. The code is affecting the internet too, apparently. So I'm not sure what the heck is going on. But we are back again. We will start everything real quick. Sorry about the technical difficulties. This is a very, very heated conversation. That alone should keep the internet warm. But apparently it is not. So if you're watching us, we're sorry the feed was frozen for a second. But everything is back up live now. So back to the discussion, right? You were saying something. Actually, it was Mike that they should leave him alone. Right? If you're not gonna...
he's best ignored, and the way to beat Mourinho is just let your team beat his team.
So
any of that mudslinging stuff.
Here's the thing, right? Sometimes, yeah, I believe some people should leave him alone, but sometimes you need to punch a bully in the mouth, right? Mourinho is nothing but a little tiny bully, and he's going to continue to bully you as long as you let him. But if you get in his face and actually punch him in the mouth once, he will leave you alone. And I think that's the point where Conte is right now. And Conte said, you know what? You want to go to the media? Yes, I'll go to the media with you. But if you're man enough, meet me face to face and let's talk. Yeah. Now I'm waiting for Mourinho's response. If Mourinho is man enough, then let's sit down and talk.
You really think that's going to happen?
Why not?
They're not going to talk because there are no facts.
They're still going to meet each other one more time.
The only way they're going to meet is on the sideline.
Oh, of course.
So
but
this is the same guy that pushed Arsene Wenger on the sideline. We forgot.
Man.
Let him try to push Mourinho. Let him try to push Klopp. One thing that two people that Mourinho cannot mess with is Klopp and Conte. Because Klopp will slap him and he will say, you know what? I will take the suspension, I will pay the fine, but the slap will be one thing.
No. I think that you don't know what you would do.
If I see him, I will punch him.
If you on the sideline.
The quotes, what he said, I mean, he's serious, man. I mean, he says,
God, forget the fact that you didn't even think it's serious.
I mean, what Conte said, I mean, what he's saying, he says he's basically laying down a challenge to him and saying, look.
The problem with that, Carl, is that he's getting angry. In this game of talking, in this game of talking, right, you cannot get angry.
And think about it. Conte already has an edge on Mourinho in the last 2 seasons.
Yes.
The only game we lost, and I still say that the only reason we lost that game was through the fluke. And people were saying that I was making excuses. So far, we have beaten. Conte has beaten Mourinho 3 out of 4 times.
Do you think that when they meet on the 25th and Chelsea beat Manchester United, which they will, right? So. Which they will, they will, undoubtedly they will. They're a better team than United, all over the whole pitch, maybe except for the goalkeeper. And Jose gets nothing this season. You think United boss and the board will care for this kind of behavior?
No. Manchester United is a team that has been very traditional over time. They want to keep a coach. They want to establish. But they now understand. They now understand the new system of football in the world. It's about winning games. And I don't think that
just understand that. I didn't hear. Man, you just understand that? Is that what you said?
I think they, over time they've had how many coaches? They had Moyes. They had Van Gaal. But I'm saying, so he's not going to be there if he does not produce on the field. That's the bottom line. If he produces on the field, right, he can keep running his mouth. All they want is wins. That's what I believe.
I'll tell you this much. Let's say Mourinho ends up 3rd, 4th this season. And let's say at some point he gives up on the EPL and goes for the Champions League. And he gets, let's even say semi-final in the Champions League. They're not going to fire him.
It's not getting semi-final.
I think
I'm just saying if
it's not getting.
I think he finished with that team. I think if he finished with top 3, they're not going to fire him.
No, they're not going to fire him if he wins
one
of the cups.
If he finishes outside of the top 4,
he's gone. He's gone.
If he's in the
Depends
top 3,
on how he does in Europe. Because you can have EPL, you can be bad in EPL, but have European success. And if there's something,
you really
anything short of winning,
you really think that team's going to go far in the Champions League? Really? You think so?
I think that's.
Do you think Porto was going to win Champions League?
Chelsea that day and now are different times.
No, because it's
that day and now are different times.
It's unpredictable. Anything can happen in 90 minutes. I mean, Chelsea beat Bayern and
the Europe now and Europe 10 years ago are completely different games.
And I don't think Manchester United is such a bad team. They kind of need 1 or 2 fixes. They need responsibility. There's the way Mourinho plays, and he needs a good defensive midfielder to hold while Pogba does his $110 million job. If they can get that security, I think Manchester United has a good team.
He's not going to change. He's going to keep playing his 4-2-3-1 with Pogba and Matic holding. And let those guys run. He's going to keep him back. So, he will not play a 4-3-3 with this guy up front. That's not his nature.
On our blog, I said something, jokingly, and I really mean it. Is Jose Mourinho is not a football coach. For you to be a football coach, you are a teacher, right? He doesn't teach the game. watch the sideline when Ancelotti is coaching, when Klopp is coaching, when Conte is coaching, when Pep is coaching. They're actually shouting out and giving instructions. You know, you will hear Hazard stay wide. You will hear, Jose stay wide. Move the ball. When Jose is coaching, he's sitting down. He's thinking about mind games instead of actually being.
I disagree.
That's what
as a coach. This guy has won a bunch of trophies across the world.
No. He has won. He has won because it's a fantasy team owner. He go and pick the best player and say play your game.
What's Pep now?
Again, coach.
What's Pep?
Complete coach.
Excuse me.
Complete coach. Total coach.
Pep is a better coach.
What are you talking about?
I believe Pep is a better coach.
Let Mike defend you this time.
Hold up. They have two different philosophies, both of which have proven to be successful at different levels, depending on the opposition. So you can't say that Mourinho is not a coach because of what he doesn't do.
No, we can't say that he doesn't coach,
Mourinho
right?
is the first coach that I've heard that actually used to have an opposition scout. That if you pick your nose with the left hand, the team Mourinho will know, and he will mark you out the game based on that.
That's management.
That's management.
Have you seen Jose run a training session?
No.
Thank you.
No,
have you seen Pep run a training session?
I've seen Jose run training sessions, pre-season. I've seen him run. Let's just get back to the
Mike, please send me a video.
Pep is a better coach.
Mike, forget who's better.
Hold on.
I need a favor from you. I need you to send me a video of Jose running a training session.
Hold on. Pep is.
Promise me that though.
Hold on. Pep is a better coach because Pep must play in a certain way.
Okay, I agree with that too.
And hold on, he must play anywhere he's been. He's played that way, and even at Manchester United, the effects of Pep's coaching have even been more miraculous. Because I talked about two Bangolo players that are on that team, Sterling and Delph. Okay. For them to be playing the way they are playing, it's only a real coach that can do it. Mourinho would have sold them, gotten rid of them, and gotten what he wanted.
Let me make a point there. A better coach will not. Pep has only plan A. He doesn't have a plan B.
That's not true.
I'll tell you why.
That is not
Bayern
true.
Munich.
That's not true.
But let me finish. Bayern Munich 2 years ago, Champions League. Yeah. They were getting killed by Madrid. 5-0 and did not change the strategy.
You know why? You know why?
5-0.
You know why? The reason why they were killed was two reasons. One, they won the league in March. The players were completely off their game. Two, he played 4-2-4. It's like he never plays before. He never plays it. And the players were not ready for it. Their motivation was down.
Paje, Yinka George on Facebook said, "Will you keep quiet?"
Can you just mute his internet?
No, but again, another thing. He made another comment.
Yinka's coming for you too. Yeah. Mike says, "I'm sorry." Yinka says, "Mike, shut your mouth. Sterling is a stud. Who was a stud at Liverpool?"
Nah, for 3 seasons,
it was amazing.
Over 3 to 4 years.
No, Sterling.
What you showed me was 23 goals, right? So again, I believe Sterling, he's one of those players that had speed but did not have intelligence. No. Now he has intelligence.
Mike, let me correct you. Let me correct you, Mike. Mike, Sterling was amazing at Liverpool, such that they paid 50 million for 40 million pounds for him. When he got to City, useless Pellegrini killed that boy. Killed him. Killed his confidence.
Here's the thing. I don't think. Here's the thing about Sterling. And remember when you guys got Sterling, I told you that was a good buy. Even though everybody said it was useless, and I also told
Sterling was amazing. Sterling Suarez and this guy. Amazing.
I said Sterling all just needs a couple things, right? He's a good player. He's fit. He's young. He's quick and everything. But technically, there were certain things that it was missing.
True.
For example, if you are here and the ball is coming to me, I gotta trap the ball away from you, right? But what Sterling was doing was trapping the ball right in front of the defender, and he couldn't move. If you notice, he would start falling out like a penguin. But when Pep got there and said, "Listen, this is the technical things you need to work on," and he worked on those things, and he became a monster.
Exactly. There was good. So many things that Sterling could not do.
It was technically flawed, and nobody picked it up until he.
You cannot mention him as one of the top 15 players in the world over this time. Over this time period, he was at Liverpool.
No, I never said he was. Yes, but it's not Pangolo.
I wouldn't have bought him. There are players who play in positions that are better than him. I will not take him over Robben. I won't take him over Robben.
100%.
No.
What are you talking about?
No.
Ruben and
Forget
Sterling.
about it.
Ruben and Sterling.
Come on.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Sterling.
No, not substitute. The Judge Ruben.
Robin.
Robin.
Robin. Oh, yeah. Of course. I feel.
You get what I'm saying? So
No.
Like we can name 10 to 15
I don't
players
disagree with
across-
you. I don't disagree. But what I disagree on is saying that he was a great at
No,
Liverpool.
without Pep, the way he's playing this year, he will never play that way.
When Pellegrini killed that boy, Pellegrini almost killed Kevin De Bruyne as when he brought him. Pellegrini was the worst coach we ever had. He was completely. He should not have won that league in 2014.
Okay, so let's get back.
Pellegrini was horrible.
Let's get back to focus.
I saw him at the
Pellegrini's old
Etihad.
news.
Take out Kelechi, who was playing well, and brought in Boni. He brought in Demichelis. He played
Pellegrini-
Demichelis against Rashford.
Pellegrini's
And
old news.
killed us.
We have about 40 minutes left, so let's bring it back. Okay. Any other comment? Anything you want to say about this whole Jose Conte before we wrap it up? If you want to call in, feel free to call in 202-681-0389. Please share. Share it, everybody. I know we lost a lot of people when we lost. Internet was frozen. So welcome back. What happened was the first link with our internet got frozen and we actually started everything. So real quick, let's cap out this whole Conte Jose thing and move on to the whole.
I'll just say this, for going as far as, because there's going to be, even though I defend Mourinho and everything, there's going to be those few instances where I think that he's probably done a little too much. This is one of those where I think, you should take an L for this. However, I probably know on the flip side, what he's trying to do is not right. This one time, I'm going to say, okay, I disagree with Jose, but
this one time.
This one time.
Okay.
Well, out of
No, keep
5
going,
million.
keep going. Don't let me interrupt you.
But the thing is, for me, I think Conte should not get into this whole thing with him because he's going to get sucked in. I think he just let us keep beating Mourinho on the field and leave it at that.
Mike, final comments.
So psychological warfare is like cage fighting. There are no rules. If you want to come in, come in. But I advise my dear Italian sweetheart coach Conte, please leave Mourinho alone and let's try to be one of the best teams in the world.
Wrap up comments.
Italian man, you can't play with him, man. He's gonna fight fire with fire. That's not his nature. It's his nature. He's gonna. This guy's a warrior. He was a warrior for Juve. He was a warrior for Italy. He's not gonna step back and let some interpreter, talk rubbish to him.
Hey.
Okay, so here's my final comment. Right.
Sorry.
My whole final comment about this is, Jose, shame on you again and again and again. You are the worst player manager person in EPL. You are the worst coach as far as building relationship with other coach in EPL. And I'm going to cut this and send it to you post it on your social media. You are worst at it. You are horrible, but you know how to buy good players. I'll give you that, but don't mess with Conte. You can't mess with everybody. There's some people that you got to stay away from. Conte, I applaud you. Please be the one that knocked the bully out for everybody else. That's my
please
final
win
comment.
for us. Win for us,
I feel
please.
like
We don't need Mourinho is not our problem.
I feel like doing the Trump bit wrong.
I know. Jose will see this like fake news. All right. I mean, that was fun. I knew it was gonna it's gonna be a firecracker. So real quick before we move on. So Kyle,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to the topics of the day. So far, what do you guys think about the top 6 teams? Right. Let me just run back that real quick. Number 1 right now, of course, obviously City. And by the way, I picked City to win the league. I just want to put that out there. Man U 2nd, Chelsea's 3rd, Liverpool, Spurs, and then Arsenal somewhere in the top of the table. We are mid-season. We just finished the whole heavy Christmas season. Right now, what do you guys think about where the league is?
I mean, for me, the only thing that's going to change in this, I think it's going to stay like this, but Chelsea's going to be above United. For me, they're going to be 3rd. If they're not careful, they may end up being 4th.
Well, I think it depends on also on how teams do in the market. I think teams that need a couple of things, for Chelsea, for instance, if we can get a backup left wing back I'm hearing about Mahrez. I don't think we're gonna do it, but change, a couple of players like that, depending on who's buying what, can actually affect the table. So. And yeah, I think that City is still going to win it. But if other teams buy smart in the market, they might be able to take a couple of points off City.
Yeah, same thing. I think that the January market, by the time it's complete, it'll affect certain things on the table. I will never. City's looking like the team right now, but I will never say never. Anything can happen, so I'm going to leave it as that. But I think at the end of the season, it will still end up with City, United, Chelsea, and Arsenal in the top 4.
Arsenal.
What happened to your City?
Arsenal?
Hey, Stoke City was an outside chance, and I was just excited about the way they played. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and we asked about an outside chance, not just. I wasn't saying they're definitely.
No. We have a video of it.
I said they were going to definitely going to be there. No. I need to see that video.
I will send it to you.
Please send it
and
to
we'll
me.
post it.
Stoke just fired their coach.
Oh,
Mark Hughes.
right now?
Half an hour ago. Yeah.
Okay. So, wow. Breaking news on AfroBeat Live Fanzone. Stoke City coach Mike Hughes gone. So here's my opinion. I think it's still going to be City winning because I predicted it. I knew they were going to win. I think Chelsea's going to finish second ahead of United.
Okay.
The third and the fourth place is going to be a heavy battle.
Yeah.
Because right now Liverpool is getting into a stride with the way they're playing with the new defender. So I think Liverpool might finish in that top four. I had Liverpool outside of the top four, but I think they're going to finish.
What happens?
They sold him. It's gone.
Yeah,
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's a done deal.
And you know that he's a major part of.
He's a major part.
Yeah, but I think they will bring in somebody. They still have like almost 3 weeks to do something. It's not going to be continued, obviously, but there's still a lot of players out there. They still have Salah, they still have Mane.
Yeah, they're trying to bring in Naby Keita.
Attacking wise, they're fine.
Yeah, they tried to.
But the thing is, for me, Coutinho is like De Bruyne. He's like that crossing in the middle that kind of.
He's the best player on the team.
He's kind of makes them. It's like the body of the spider that allows So we'll see.
It's massive. I mean, how they react is going to be key.
Maybe that's why he said Arsenal.
So real quick, Shexter on Facebook says Arsenal, you are a joker. I guess that's Shexter. I guess you're talking to Mike that says Arsenal will finish top four. Okay,
they'll finish in the top four.
Okay. Mike thinks Chelsea still has a chance. That's why you got George, and he had, you had to put the Shark Team logo there.
It's my team.
So okay, that's fine. How about the bottom of the table? I've reversed my 3 teams that are going to get relegated over and over. Right now, the bottom 3 is Swansea, West Brom, and Stoke City.
The problem, Ty, is the fact that between 11th place and 18th place, 4 points. So anybody can go down right now. Watford, Huddersfield, Brighton, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Bournemouth, Southampton.
If we're looking at performance form wise, I think the people above them are really.
So let me throw names out there, right? Let's just play this game real quick. Swansea. Are they delegated for sure? Yes or no?
No, I don't. I disagree.
Really? They're going to be relegated?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You?
They're done. They have no fighting spirit.
They're gone, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
West Brom.
And the reason why I say that about Swansea took the step to fire their coach and get a new coach a little earlier than some people. Some coaches are still going to go this season. Yeah, but the coach just got fired
from Division 2.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, on that team, I think they have the players to come out of that. Barely come out of that.
I don't think they upgraded. I think they actually downgraded in coach. But hey, it's your opinion. We have it on camera. I will remind you if you're right, and I will remind you if you're wrong. West Brom. Everybody said they're going down.
Yeah, because they're for both them and Stoke, they're just letting in way too many goals.
I actually think West Brom will survive.
It's going to be tight, though.
I think they'll survive. But
who takes their place? That's the problem.
I'm getting there. Stoke City going down or no?
No, it's staying up.
Stoke City for me is going down. I don't know who they're going to bring, and it's going to take a while for them to sort out their problems. Southampton is going down.
I think Stoke City will survive. They have enough talent on that team. Whoever comes in can still check 1 or 2 things and make them survive.
Which one is one that has allowed like 40 goals in?
That's
Isn't it Stoke?
No, that's
no, it was Stoke. Stoke's considered the most goals in the league.
Stoke. Yeah.
Stoke.
47 goals.
Yeah.
So I think
again, unless they do something magical in the market because the window is open.
Outside of that, Southampton
going down.
Liverpool develop an academy.
Yeah, going down.
Well, I think Southampton, I don't think they'll be dumb enough to sell Van Dijk and not have a replacement in place. What they do, their scouting system is extremely good. I think the mistake they made is they let this guy sit so long that they let in so many goals. When they bring somebody in, I think they'll be able to.
But you let them buy Kelechi now. I mean, as a striker.
Kelechi is useless, bro. I'm sorry.
Really? Is it that bad?
It's that bad.
No.
I've said it when it was at Man City. He was a bad guy. He's not. What's Kelechi's strong point? You are a coach. Why would you buy Kelechi?
Finishing.
Okay, hold on 1 second. He's the one I think
he's good in 6-yard box. That's all.
Okay, 6-yard box. The ball's got to get to the 6-yard box. If you're on a team that the ball doesn't get inside the 6 yard, every player has a stronger weakness, right? Mm-hmm. As a coach, when I'm going to these high schools and looking at players, what do you bring to the table that nobody has? Kelechi has nothing to me.
He does a lot.
What? Tell me what he does.
I'll tell you what he has.
He has one of the things. Okay, Kelechi has good hold-up play. One, if
Hold
you
up
watch
how?
the game, Argentina, Nigeria, you will
No,
see.
forget the Nigerian game. Let's talk about on the club level.
What I'm saying, club level is the same guy,
No.
but sometimes some players just don't gel in certain
It's not the
places.
same guy. It's different competition.
I'm saying he was not even playing that much when he went to Russia and played for Nigeria. And if you watch the highlights of the game,
Bruh.
he was connecting the
I've always
passes.
said this on this show.
Yeah.
Whenever you talk about a player, talk about team, you always have to bring in the competition. The competition at that level is different from the competition at the club level.
Yeah, but
Again, I don't think he's a useless player. That's just the bottom line.
I don't think he's that talented.
I think he's talented. He played at Man City, he scored goals. While he was on the field, he was effective.
Let me tell you one thing about Kelechi. Kelechi is a very technical player.
Really?
Maybe physically is where he may have been struggling because he's coming from Nigeria where he has now built into this league. And the fact that he was coming as a super sub did not help him because he wasn't getting playing time. The more time you get to play, the sharper you get. And the few times he comes in, under whatever that coach is, he was scoring. I had an argument with somebody.
If you're his agent, would you advise him to go to Leicester?
No, because he's not a Leicester kind of player. Now, I was having an argument, I think it was with Uche, that said that Kelechi is more technical than Sterling. Football acumen, he's more technical than Sterling. There's some decisions that Sterling was making last season that was killing City.
I agree.
You know,
Kelechi is more technical than
I
Sterling.
agree that there was some decisions that he was making
Because
last season that was-
What's your
Kelechi-
what's the definition of technical?
Somebody who can think and who can tell that ball to go
No.
over there and the ball
I think
go
what
there.
you meant was his football sense is more than Sterling.
He has football
Technical is the actual physical technical ability.
What will
Being able to
Passing-
track the ball.
passing the
in
ball.
the first year
When
of
you-
Sterling at Liverpool, he was not doing what Kelechi
Kelechi was
was doing in
No,
Man City.
you watch- let me
no.
tell you-
Sterling was way above this guy.
No. Let me
Sterling
tell-
was a
let-
superstar at
let-
Liverpool now.
Let me tell you something.
Sterling.
Let me tell-
You don't see what I sent you?
Hold on.
Again,
You don't see the video I sent you?
that was over 3 years. That's
No,
23
one season.
goals.
One season.
No.
Hold on.
Look at the dates. The dates were changing.
Hold on,
They were changing. 12, 13, 14,
Okay, maybe.
15, 16.
Let me
Watch
tell
it.
you one thing. Let me tell you one
But
thing.
Sterling, Suarez, and Sturridge, that three-headed monster of Liverpool under Brendan
But
Rodgers.
What did he win?
But see who was playing with now and he was playing consistently. That's
So-
different.
so-
That's what I said.
so-
Gifts from Suarez on chat.
So for me, Kelechi or Sterling, it's not even a choice. It's not even a choice.
So,
if Kelechi gets as much,
Nah, lie.
if
Because
Kelechi gets as much tender
Playing
loving
time.
care as Sterling,
But
he'll be
Sterling,
good.
because one thing is his Sterling, number one,
No,
Sterling
no.
is English.
Absolutely
So they will
not.
pick him over Kelechi any day.
No,
Because
guys.
Absolutely
Can I say
not.
something? I've been quiet for a few minutes now.
Okay.
Here's what we have to understand about players.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Does the player have the basics? As a striker, especially when you're playing striker, can you make the right runs? Can you trap the ball and hold the ball up for 2-3 seconds? Right? Now, you guys have said, you all said this, that Kelechi can finish inside the 6. I don't want a striker on my team that's only effective inside the 6.
But Kelechi is not a striker.
What is it?
He's a striker.
No!
What is it?
Striker.
When Kelechi was coming up, Kelechi
No,
was
wait,
a 10.
I agree with you.
He was
Wait,
a 10.
Under 17.
Because
Under
Because he
17.
has football sense. He can go inside the
You
box
watch
and
him
score
in
a
under
run.
17.
So he's not a
He's playing
9.
the 10.
So when it was
Kelechi's
10
not
and
a
9
nine.
City,
I
was
agree.
it playing 10?
No, because he comes to a team just
So-
like Mikel was a 10 at Chelsea.
Yeah, I agree.
Wasn't a
But
10 for Nigeria.
in World Cup,
Because when
he
you
was
come-
playing. He was playing
Because when
behind
you
the
come into
striker.
a team, the coach might have a different idea of where he can fit you in.
He was playing behind the striker.
He's a support striker. He's not a 9.
But back to Kelechi, we need to find a solution for that boy because if not, it's going to end up in the championship.
Yeah, he needs to go to a team where he can just get playing time. Maybe a team
Okay,
like
so
Southampton.
we all talk about youth. We all talk about youth football. Kelechi Iheanacho was the best golden ball
That's
winner
what I am.
at the under 17.
I agree.
Beat out the rest of the world.
I agree.
Kelechi Iheanacho scored so many goals it was ridiculous.
Right.
And again, I'm telling you, Sterling has been in the EPL, one of the toughest leagues in the world, and has been groomed not just about playing on the field, the schedule, the work ethic. There's so many things that they came in expecting so much from Kelechi that he could not deliver. If they have as much patience as they've had with Sterling for Kelechi will be great.
Right,
So,
because
let me
what helped Sterling was the fact that he had a coach that believed in youth. That guy
what did Sterling do at under 17?
Let me say this, right? I'm going to say this one more time, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. The difference between a really, really good high school team and a really, really good college team and a really, really good pro team, right, is pace and power. That's it. because
You go and watch. I sent you a link. You want?
I should actually put it in a group, in a chat group.
So go and watch the U12
World Club, Man City, Roma, Barcelona.
Man, guys,
The same technical skills you see. It's the same technical skill that you see in APL. It's the same technical skills you see on those U12 boys.
Man,
The only difference is none of those U12 boys can beat a championship team. You know why? Because of pace and power. So when our African players play in youth tournaments, they're very physical, they are very fast, more than the world. A lot of time also it's also because the age is not right. Let's be real. So that's why we are very successful at the youth level and at the World Cup level, at the adult, grown men football, we suffer. We have not gone, no African team has gone past semi-final. Okay. I think we've only made semi-final once.
This is one thing we have to realize also with Kelechi, as I was saying before, like when he came into Man City, the Arab money was in, and it was all about winning. Yeah. It wasn't about developing or trying to help anybody do anything. It was about winning.
And I don't develop anymore.
Again, there's certain places he goes to where he gets more playing time. He gets a chance to develop himself, develop his strength.
So you want Barcelona to be developing Coutinho they just bought?
So again, what I'm saying is, right, if we're comparing him to certain people in the league, he's not gotten enough time and enough chances to prove himself.
But Kelechi was at the academy.
Kelechi
was in the academy first of all.
So they should have loaned him out. Yeah.
So let me read a couple comments. Let me read a couple comments on Facebook.
He has a buyback clause.
Shagun Wolabi says Sterling was a finished product when he came to City. Kelechi and Sterling were both Man City at a point. Why did Kelechi start over him?
$50 million in your English. Simple.
Pai J just asked that question. I'm not sure if that's what you're expecting.
Yeah.
I mean, Yinka Joy says when Gerrard was hooking Sterling up like he has been, I guess it's referred to Sterling when Sterling was at Liverpool. Okay. I mean, there's so many comments. Feel free to call in, guys. 202-681-0389. 202-681-0089. And let's wrap up Kelechi real quick because we're not out of time. We still have a whole bunch of things to talk about. Kyle, transfer window, right?
Yes,
we just broke a couple news.
Yeah.
Coutinho, gone for sure. Done deal. $200 million.
$192 million.
Okay, $192 million.
What's it more?
Okay. What do you think? Good deal, bad deal for Barcelona and Liverpool? What's your opinion?
I think, as far as it happening, this window was a very bad decision.
For
both of them.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Number one, his Champions League Cup tie. What's the rush? Yeah. What's the rush? Barcelona is going to wrap up La Liga.
True.
So what's the point? Now,
what if he breaks his leg in the next 6 months? Something happens to him as an ACL.
No, when Suarez went to La Liga, the deal was done in January, but he didn't go until summer because Liverpool was fighting to try to win the league.
But the boy wanted the same thing. But Coutinho wanted it last year.
Huh?
I mean, Coutinho was
go ahead.
Yeah, but the thing is that even for Liverpool, okay, you're trying to fight for top 4, you're trying to fight for Champions League. Why in the world would you sell the main man in your team?
Cash, baby.
Okay. But you could have done the deal and agreed for summer.
Who knows?
Mike, good deal or bad deal?
Good deal for Barcelona, bad deal for Liverpool because they still need to try to stay in the top 4 this season and fight for it. Another thing that I feel is that the money they're paying for these players is ridiculous.
Crazy.
I don't know why somebody wants to buy Coutinho that much and that expensive, but I just think the team that lost in this deal is Liverpool because they don't have an exact fit or replacement for him. The next best team they're trying to get in is Naby Keita, and hopefully he comes in and just plugs in like himself.
I can agree with both of you. I think it's a good deal for Barcelona because they got him early, but it's not going to help them in Champions League. But they don't need him in Champions League. They have their billion orders. I think it's a bad deal for Liverpool because they could have signed a deal or made some type of agreement where you move in the summer and maybe pay the money now or something. I need to fertilize the goal and loan him back to Liverpool.
And on the other hand, it's a good deal because I hate it when players are in places whining. Yeah. Let him carry the ball out.
Kyle, real quick.
For me, Liverpool will not be great if they keep signing their best players, Suarez, Coutinho, Sterling. You keep selling your best players, you want to compete for the title, it ain't going to happen.
Okay. All right. So,
it ain't going to happen.
Ross Barkley.
Chelsea, no good. They got fight now to keep Hazard.
That fight.
Or De Bruyne and Man City. They go fight now.
All right.
Or Pogba and United.
Let's move on real quick. I'm going to start with you. Ross Barkley from Everton
Someone
to
should
Chelsea.
explain that to me.
50 mil.
I don't understand it.
Okay, let me explain it. So basically,
Mike, you want to explain it?
Yeah, I'll take a shot at it. So in the summer, we were supposed to buy him for 30 million. He came to the medical and he left in the middle of the medical. Okay, and he's about to be out of his contract. Now we get him for 15 million. You talked about 192 million right now. 15 million in this world is chicken change to these teams. And for you to grab a top 24-year-old player who, yes, because he's been playing in the EPL since maybe he was 19 years old. Well, he's been playing. I've seen Ross in big games. There was times where they were saying,
good deal or bad deal?
Great deal for Chelsea, for everybody, for the player, for Chelsea. Because if you watch our game, one of the problems we have in our game is someone in the midfield, attacking midfield, who's hungry for the ball and wants to get that ball each time and spread that ball and shoot that ball. And I think he'll have the hunger. He has a point to prove. For 15 mil, he's a good player. You don't have to bring him to adapt to the EPL. He knows the EPL already.
I think for us, it's it's a good. Of course, the question is where is he going to play? But I think at this point where we're talking about our squad depth, I think it's going to give us squad depth, and also as far as when Fabregas is beginning to ease out, of course, it's not going to give you what Fabregas does exactly, but it's going to give us something. Maybe somewhat of a Lampard. So maybe not immediate bang, but as time goes on with good coaching, I think it's going to turn out to be a good deal.
So my opinion, honestly, I think it's a good deal for everybody. Maybe not for Everton, but for Chelsea and for the player. For the player, he got what he wanted. He's always wanted from the summer, like Mike said. And number two, 15 mil for a squad player.
Well, I mean,
that's cheap in 2017.
I mean,
that's like getting a 18-year-old teenager that you're going to loan out and you're not going to play, but you're getting him right now and he can play. Yeah. Chelsea is still playing in 4 different tournaments, before the end of the year, so we have a lot to use him. He didn't play in Champions League, so we can still use him in Champions League. I think it's a great deal. For Everton, it's a loss, but who cares?
I mean, financially, I think it makes sense because he has 6 months to go on his contract. He get him for 15 million. The fact that he signed his contract first, automatically he's gone up by another 50 million. Well, baseline. So you made $50 million profit by just signing him.
Yeah.
Now, without even playing the game.
Yeah.
So financially,
I think the only thing Everton gained is 15 million because in the summer it would have been free. So I see why they did it. That's the only win for them. Van Dijk. Good deal or bad deal?
For Liverpool, good deal.
But the question is he the Messiah for Liverpool?
No. Good deal or bad deal?
Okay, so
good deal, and I think that, but I don't think they should stop there. Of course, it's expensive because everybody else wanted him. Pep wanted him, we wanted him, and he goes to Liverpool. But I think that it's expensive, but I think they're also going to build around that. It's just not going to be like the one guy that's going to make it.
So good deal or bad deal?
Good deal.
All right.
Expensive but good deal.
Good deal.
Good deal. You want any supporting statements?
Good deal, but he's not the Messiah. It's not going to change all the problems. He's a good player. And one of the things that happens is when you transfer players between EPL teams, you get a good deal because they're used to the schedule. They're used to the language. They're speaking the language. There's a lot of things you don't have. The adaptation time is a lot less. So it's a good deal.
Good or bad?
Partially good. I think they need him. But they need a goalkeeper, then they need defensive midfield.
No, I'm talking about the deal, period. I'm not talking about Liverpool.
It's too expensive for me, man.
Okay.
So
are you saying it's a good deal or bad deal because it's expensive?
I mean, it's a deal. It's not a good deal. It's too expensive.
So your opinion is neutral?
Neutral. It's too expensive. Not for $100 million.
Here's my opinion. I think it's a great deal.
$100 million.
I say great deal because here's the thing. The thing for Liverpool, it's a great deal because they need somebody that can actually organize that defense. And effectively, immediately came in yesterday and saved them from an embarrassment.
He didn't play very well defensively yesterday.
Defensively, he didn't make any mistake.
He didn't play very well yesterday.
No. Remember, it's a defender. What you need from the defender is one, don't make mistakes.
Remember the counter-attack.
Number two, it wasn't him.
He was out of position.
No. It wasn't him. His man got fouled.
But he was out of position. He was too far forward.
No. What I'm saying is, his man got fouled. Everybody slowed down, and referee didn't call it.
But he was too far forward. So they play. He should have been playing a little deeper as the last man.
So you're saying that was his fault for that goal?
He was part of it.
His first game.
So
it's his first game.
So for the money, no. Now, do I have a problem with the money? I do, honestly.
That's my problem. It's too much.
It's too much money for a defender. But again, we're in 2017, where everybody paid $200 million for. So I can overlook the money expense and say it's a good deal. I think it will help Liverpool in the short run, in the long run.
and it's a good deal.
And I also think that because Liverpool knew they were going to get Coutinho money.
Yeah, true.
And it's always good when you buy a player that much and you slot him right into the team. So it's someone that they needed. So I think it's a good deal.
All right, so I'm going to throw out some names real quick. I just need a quick, yes, it will happen, no, it won't happen. There's a rumor of Mahrez to Arsenal. Will it happen?
So Arsenal, they after Lemar.
Okay.
I didn't hear that one. But hey,
okay.
I think no. I said about Neymar. I didn't hear that.
I think
Lemar.
Okay, yeah.
Thomas Lemar from Monaco. Okay.
But if they lose Sanchez and Alexis, I think it should happen because they're going to need someone.
I think it may happen. I think Lamar won't go to Arsenal. He'll probably go to United.
I think Monaco has came out and said they don't want to sell any player out to the end of the season, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest with you. Mahrez is not this summer. It's not. His contract is not up.
The question is Alexis or Sanchez leaving?
Well, I'm going to get to that, but yes, you brought it up. So, yeah, answer the question. Do you think they're leaving?
I'm just trying to weigh it on the Mahrez coming because they cannot let both of them go if they don't have anything for them to replace them. So I think that if they go, then Mahrez is coming to Arsenal. They will do everything they can to get him to Arsenal.
You think Sanchez or Ozil will leave Arsenal?
Not in this window. They're clinging to number 6 and for dear life now.
The problem is that the board and the player want to go, but Wenger's hubris, pride won't let them go.
I don't think he's going to go, but if Arsenal knows what's good for them, I think Arsenal should sell him. Because he's only got 6 months left on his contract.
Ozil?
I heard Ozil.
Both Sanchez.
Okay.
Both of them
Sanchez.
Yeah, both.
Right? So right now, if you sell Sanchez right now with this crazy market, you can get 100 to 200 million minimum.
No, I lie.
Sanchez?
In January?
With 6 months to go on his contract?
Because...
No.
Not with 6 months to go on his contract.
Nobody
Sanchez?
No.
Yeah.
Nobody buy him.
I think City should pick up Sanchez for 100 mil.
No.
Like
never.
30. Because it's
6 months ago?
6 months.
6 months to go? No.
The last time you have, the last
it's demand and supply. Because if you bid too high, place too much of high price, nobody's going to buy
But
it.
if Arsenal doesn't sell him now, they can't sell him in the summer.
That's why it's going to be 40 or 50 maximum pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why it's demand and supply. It's a very funny.
So if any team knows what's good for them, go after Sanchez.
That's why Ross Barkley went for 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I hear that Liverpool want to go for Sanchez.
Do you think Luis is going to go anywhere?
Nope.
David Luiz?
This window. Nope.
No, I don't think so. There's a rumor out there, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know why we're talking about this guy, Joe Hart, to Newcastle.
You should go. You should go.
From where does he keep again?
West Ham.
It's like West Ham on the bench.
On the bench.
On the left side of the bench.
Yeah, and this is we talked about players, people destroying players.
You know why they're going to sell him? One, his loan fee is too high, salary is too high. West Ham want to get rid of him. City want to get rid of him. That guy was okay for Mancini and Pellegrini, but not. He can't play the way. It's not. It's not a.
Yeah.
Did Pep destroy him?
Pep killed him.
Absolutely so you got George on Facebook.
That guy was not good now. Come on now.
You got George on Facebook is saying that Arsenal should try to get something for Sanchez now, which is what I was saying earlier. I agree. He's gone in the summer for sure.
But I think the issue for me with that is that if I'm the Arsenal board, I'm in number 6 right now, and I'm in Europa League. Would I trade this player for £30 million and risk my top 4 aspiration?
Is he going to make top 4? You really
think that if they're going to go, that's the guy that's going to drag them there, not Mahrez.
I guess maybe you're right though, because
not Mahrez.
Because for Sanchez, it's a question of does he want money at the end of the season or does he want glory?
He's going to get, because he's going in the summer. But the question is, if I'm the board, okay, I sell him for £30 million, but I'm risking. This is the guy that's actually been pulling the team, that's been keeping them up there. It's like us selling Hazard.
Yeah.
We'll fight till the last day.
Yeah. Well, speaking of selling Hazard, Courtois says that he's not going unless Hazard is going. Did you guys?
I read really? That if he sign, I sign.
Yeah, he said that because Real Madrid shows interest in Hazard and Courtois was like, whatever Hazard is doing, basically, that's what he's going to do. But he would prefer for Hazard to stay.
Yeah, I don't trust Courtois because his mind has always been in Spain. So Courtois could probably leave.
His family is there, right?
Well, some chick, yeah.
Some chick.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, I know there's a lot of Hazard going to Madrid stories out there. Of course, you never know what's going on in the back. But for me, it doesn't make sense because number one, they want to give chance to Asensio. So if Hazard goes, that means Asensio is going to be on the bench. And also, I've been hearing that they actually parked Neymar at PSG.
Oh yeah.
So that
to buy him.
So,
Absolutely.
So if those two are going to be
Absolutely.
there, so
Neymar's going to Real Madrid.
Yeah, he's not going to stay at PSG forever.
Not now.
For how much?
Watch. If you didn't continue,
I was in Ghana about 6 months ago or so. One guy told me, said Neymar is going to Real. He's going to Real. That the whole plan was Real.
He's going to be ridiculous.
Okay. I don't get it. I don't know. I think it's Neymar. I'm not a fan of Neymar anymore. He lost me a long time ago. I'm just being honest. I'm no longer a fan. January games. You guys want to go there now?
I mean, yeah, you can go there. Yeah.
I think a couple of things that we're going to talk about. What does United need in January?
United, then to fire Mourinho. Sorry. I don't know, man. I don't fetch into him.
I think United need
to change their tactics.
It's not just about tactics because they still don't have personnel. They have.
Come on now.
Hold on. Look at their fullbacks. What's his name? Ashley Cole and the guy that can't even stay healthy.
Who? Shaw?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how about Young?
Young is there.
He's like 400 years old.
Oh, he's so good now. He's a good player.
Seriously?
How do you embarrass a player that's performing?
No, he's trying. He's trying, but he's not in his prime.
I think that the big
Man U fans watching, I hope you're listening to Project.
No, that is Uncle J, my own Uncle J.
I think what they need, what United needs, is a very good, disciplined, responsible defensive midfielder.
But they have that Matic.
You only have one.
They only have one.
Herrera is not it.
But my point is, change your tactics. Stop playing 4-2-3-1. Play 4-3-3 with Pogba on the left side of midfield. That's what they played at Juventus. That's why they bought him.
But the thing is,
anything to free up Pogba, to give him a chance to play for his money.
Yeah, but see, if you look at because if they're going to run the same problem we had last season, where we have to be scoring 3 goals to win the game, because when you let that guy go up front, that middle, a good team, 1-2, bam, they're
but Matic is there now. Isn't that wasn't he with you guys last year?
Yeah,
Matic is there to hold.
What happened with him last year?
You guys sold him now.
Yeah, because at some point there's some things that Matic brings to the game that only he doesn't. So he needs somebody else to complement him.
Then play Herrera.
How about Fellaini?
Play Herrera.
Fellaini. Afro.
I don't know why he's even there.
When you call him get home, you're talking about snail. Fellaini.
Is your boss's team you abuse like that?
No, because that's
you can't Davis catch you.
That's what he has. It's like not everybody has the luxury to change 6 players every season like Pep has.
Man United is deep.
Well, when you spend 90 million on one player, how deep can you get?
And then you get another one for 90 million.
They have money. They have money.
But see, when you buy one for 90 million, you raise an eyebrow. But when you buy 40, 50, he's not as loud as one for 90.
But you just bought back-to-back 90 million. Pogba.
Because that's what was in the market. How many strikers were in the market?
So whose fault is that?
The market.
You sound just like Mourinho right now. You always have something to blame.
That's my man.
Jesus.
But Patrick, if Jose changes this to 4-3-3, they'll push forward.
Yeah, but I think that if he has the personnel to do what I think he's going to get him the result, that's what if he has to play 3 at the back to get result, that's what he's going to do.
Okay, so Francis is saying, let's Pogba play higher up. Yeah. I guess move up as a 10 or something like that. But what would you do with Mata? Because now you have to bench Mata.
That's the problem.
So there's a lot of problem with Mourinho that he created for himself.
No, but you play Matic, Pogba, and Mata in the mid. The 3 of them. So,
but you think Mata can defend in that mid? He's worse than Fabregas.
Okay, let's move on from Man United to Tottenham.
Right.
Tottenham is a team that I don't think will ever win the league in the next 3 to 5 years. No matter what they do, they just don't have that umph. There's no giddy up for them. They have the best striker in EPL right now.
Yeah.
Right? He's fine at also in that. They have the best attacking midfielder. They have Dele Alli. They have Son. They have
Dembele in the middle.
Dembele. They have all the ingredients.
Wanyama has been out though. I think that has been affected.
Yeah, Wanyama is a big missing.
So with everything they have, none of us at this table think they can win the league, right?
No.
Okay. About next year? No. So what do you think they'll need? What do you guys think they need so that we can send it to them and say, this is what you need to win the league?
First of all, I think they need to change a bit of their tactics a little, because I think the fact that they had been at White Hart Lane for so long, and that field is like this big, and they've learned how. It's like when Arsenal used to play at what was that?
Highbury.
Yeah, I call it Newbury. So I think they're used to that tiny field, so they can press you for 150 minutes in that tiny field. Now, when they go to a bigger field, they have a problem. Same thing like when they go away from home, like even when they were doing well, when they come towards the chop king, when they come to the chop, because they're not used to. So I think they need to free up some of their tactics to allow the players.
Mike, what do you think?
Yeah.
It's a very difficult one because they have. I think it's more of a defensive issue because the way Man City destroyed them was just ridiculous. And as I said, Wanyama is there. They just need their defensive side from the defensive midfield into the defense. I think they need to shore it up to be able to have a chance. Because I'm telling you, defenses, man, are a serious part of, or your defensive attitude, a serious part of winning trophies.
Yeah, I mean, for me, they've missed Wanyama and Toby Alderweireld for the past couple of months. That's made a difference. Get them back in, I think they'll be fine.
All right.
Now the other thing I just want to add on top of that is that one thing I don't like is when a coach only has one way of playing, and there's going to be those times like when they played against City. Pochettino has the same kind of mentality as Pep. You have to play this certain kind of football. When you play against a team, you should know who is better than you at something. So when you go against that team, trying to outplay them in their game, that's how they got killed. So not only just the tactics and being able to find a way to not be pressing 120 minutes, but also know when you have to change your tactics against certain teams. Yeah. That's how Chelsea used to kill teams back in the day. You have 99%
the days
possession.
of Ken.
So I'm laughing. Sorry guys, this is funny. I knew it only is a matter of time before somebody take a swipe at me. Thank you, Yinka George. He says, wait. Tottenham best attacking midfielder is tired drunk. His name is Kevin De Bruyne. How may I assist you? Yes. Kevin De Bruyne is the best attacking midfielder. Thank you. But Dele Alli is up there too. Okay.
And one other thing we're going to talk about was out of the top 6, who would you like to join your team?
Oh, that's a good one.
For me, Chelsea, Harry Kane.
Okay. I like that. But that wasn't who I was going to say. I was actually going to say the guy that Jose let go, Kevin De Bruyne. But I like that, Harry Kane, because we do need a striker. I'll take that.
We're creating chances.
Yeah, we're creating chances. We just can't finish. Pajay, real quick. We have 3 minutes left. We have to wrap up.
Okay,
No, Shark team. They're
Wait,
perfect.
Shark
They're
team.
perfect.
Who do you want to come swim with you? Alexis Sanchez.
Okay. Oh yeah, who do you want to come swim with you?
Alexis,
For me, for my team, I'll say perhaps Mane.
Mane?
Oh yeah.
Mane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we created chances. We need to finish that.
You cannot compare him to Willian and Pedro.
Oh yeah.
Mane.
Oh yeah.
Any day.
Oh yeah.
More chances.
Oh yeah.
Again, when you have Chelsea's A team playing, all we need is to finish. That's it.
So Mane will do it.
No,
To finish.
I like that Kane idea.
What about
Kane?
Mohamed Salah?
No.
Kane.
We had him.
Kane.
You don't break up with a girlfriend and then go back and marry.
Yeah, Kane.
And marry. To wrap up with Tottenham, right? I want to talk about it because we have a few minutes left. January schedule.
Got a call coming in.
Oh, okay. We got a call coming in. Welcome to Fanzone. I know who's talking, but please express yourself.
Identify yourself.
Hi, my name is Adeyinka George, and I am a regular watcher of this show. I love the show. I love the panel. I don't appreciate that we have 3 Chelsea fans in the house. That's kind of unfair, but I'll take it. You said you have 3 minutes left, so I'll make this quick. I didn't want you to.
Don't worry, we'll give you 2 out of that 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Mike had brought up offline how he analyzes this game because he's such a manager. He's a terrible manager.
Thank you very much.
Everybody. On WhatsApp, he's always managing nonsense. But he was going to explain his tactics, and what I wanted to tell him was He always analyzes the game after it's over. He never analyzes in game what managers should do. So it's easy to Monday morning quarterback and say, I would have done this differently. But during the game, I need him to tell me, okay, he should do this, this, and this. Not say some, people usually say this, their mental state. Yes, you can always address somebody's mental state after they lose the game. But during the game, tell me what you would change and how you would make it better. After that, my friend.
Okay, so the one of the things I want to say is that my team of the month, this player of the month for me is Zaha. The coach of the month is the Crystal Palace coach. What's his name? Roy Hodgson. I believe that they showed the finest and best way to defeat Man City in the league this year, and it's all about the guys in the middle. Okay. The guys on the outsides, right, are a distraction. Sane and Sterling. They have two options, and that's why they're dangerous, is that they can attack from the outsides and they can attack from the insides. But once you start giving them a problem, is if you're able to cover the lines in the midfield. The guys, Kabai, the three guys in the midfield for Crystal Palace, it's as if they had an eye behind their head, that each time Kevin moved to a certain place, they were already in that angle covering. So the passes were not able to get to them. And then to add insult to injury, Ofusu Mensah was right there, pace for pace with Sane. So I think it's more of, it's not more, that's why I said Pep has a psychological game he plays. He tells people to come play football. No, we're not going to play football. We're going to form our own strategy that counter, because the only two ways you can defeat a team is play better than them in their own style or play a style that is counter. So I think that Crystal Palace show that. It's very simple. It's been revealed.
I don't agree. I'll tell you why.
Yeah, it's been revealed already. So it's the middle is the problem. Silva, Kevin, those guys.
Silva wasn't playing.
I'm just saying, in general, the Man City team, that midfield level is the danger. If you keep letting passes go to them, that's the problem. The guys in the midfield have to play.
But said and done, though.
Here's my point of view.
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to get.
But Crystal Palace did it.
All these managers. Sorry, I didn't cut you. I think I was tired because I'm not listening. I'm not watching the video anymore. What I'm saying is, it's easier said than done because these guys are playing the best they can. When you see a team like City that is designed to possess the ball, that is how they play. And you're telling these managers, get out your comfort zone and do this. They have to play defensively. And when they get the ball, there's nobody up front to give that ball to. So it's very different to say, these guys, I will just do this differently. And all these managers haven't been able to figure it out. I don't agree with that, buddy.
Again,
I don't.
Yinka, it's about possession. Once you win the ball back from Man City, it's about being able to also hold the ball.
So here's my
So if you're able to cut out the passes, this is Crystal Palace we're talking about here.
Here's my point of view on this, right? So first of all, every team has a day off, right? When we played them the first time, was not 5-0? Right?
That was early in the season, right?
Right. Yep. I mean, so every team's going to have a day off. David Silva wasn't even playing. But apart from that, okay. So it was a tie. Great. But does that mean that 18 other teams have tried over the whole season?
If you watch if you watch what Crystal Palace did right and the personnel they had, so you're telling me on a different day that Sane would have done something different with Ofusu Mensah?
If you play that game 5 times, we'll beat them 4.
Mike,
I disagree.
What Yinka is saying?
One time,
Yinka is on the line, right?
Times.
Anyways, I'm still like, I don't mean to take up too much of your time, but thanks for taking my call. I love the panel, great discussions, and also, Fisaya, can you just mute his mic? Because I don't like to hear him talk about anything.
I thought we blocked this guy from calling
all he talks about Jose, and I have nothing to say to Fisaya because he's a Jose fan. He's not a Chelsea fan. He does not support that team. So just mute his mic. That's all I got to say. Have a great time, guys.
Let's say Facebook word. If you really know, you guys know what's going on in that chat group online, it's ridiculous. Producer, thank you. If you really know what's going on in our Facebook, in our chat group, is crazy. This is what we deal with all day, 24/7.
And all night.
These guys have no job. Personal attacks, personal abuse, but I love it because with each other is all fun. We've gone over the time, but before we go, I want us to talk about the Champions League because when we meet again in 2 weeks, a couple of the Champions League games would have been played.
In February, coming up in February. Yeah.
Oh, coming up in February.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So, but we haven't messaged the draw.
Okay, so yeah, we have a message with Joe. We can still talk about it. We can still talk about it real quick. I just want us to give your opinion. Who do you think is going to win? All right, and I'll give mine. So the first one, Man U drew Seville. I think Man U will beat Seville. Can we go around the room in no particular order?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Let's see.
If Man U does not find a way to solve what they're doing with Pogba and not doing with Pogba, they might be out.
Yeah.
But that's a purpose. What's your pick? You got to pick. You really have to pick one.
Seville.
Man U or Seville? Okay, Seville.
I'm picking Seville.
Man U.
All right. PSG drew Real Madrid.
PSG.
Real Madrid.
PSG, man.
PSG.
Yeah.
I go with Real Madrid. Tottenham, Juventus.
Juve.
Mike?
If Wanyama is back, Tottenham.
Really?
So your pick is Tottenham.
If he's back.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
continue.
no, you have to pick one. Again, you have to pick.
if he's not
You
back,
can't Monday morning quarterback
No,
like Giga
again,
George
because
just said.
because
They just accused you of your Monday
what
morning
I'm saying to
quarterback.
you,
Pick one.
I can't. I mess up if Wanyama is back and they win, because I think Wanyama is a big.
So you have to pick one.
Let's say
I don't.
Yamayama is
There's no
there.
E.
Okay, let's say Yamayama is
You are not
there.
one.
Tottenham.
Okay, thank you. That's what we need.
But if he's not there,
Tottenham. Liverpool, Porto.
I'm going Porto, man. That Porto team is bad for me.
Porto, man, they so Coutinho. What's that?
Just because of Van Dijk, I'm going Liverpool.
No.
Chelsea, Barcelona.
Chelsea all day.
Ah,
Please put that camera up.
All
I like
day.
that expression.
Chelsea all day.
By Jesus,
ah.
we are not asking you to
And-
deliver,
and this is-
baby.
This is why I'm saying Conte needs to stay focused and leave Mourinho alone.
We heard you. We are not delivering a baby. Pick one.
My heart says Chelsea,
Uh-huh.
but okay.
We don't have audio.
I'll draw the Cajunas and say just say Chelsea.
Okay. Car.
I think Barcelona are going to get this one. This is the most difficult time for an English team. Barcelona over 2 legs. With
Okay.
Messi, last season I will see Chelsea, but this season I don't see.
All right. I'm going with my heart.
Yeah.
Chelsea. Obviously. I don't see how I'm
Last
gonna
year I would say Chelsea anyway.
I don't see any. If it was Chelsea, I don't even want to justify it.
But I'll be supporting Chelsea because of my friends.
City, Basel.
I know why you want Chelsea to win. Because if you beat Barcelona, then you think they have a chance in Champions League. You think why you all here?
Man City, Basel.
City.
City.
She got that one.
All right, I got City. Hey, there's a butt.
You never know. That's it.
I don't know about that big butt, but okay. Shakhtar, Roma.
Shakhtar. That Shakhtar team is bad. I know that Shakhtar team is the only problem they have is they're on leave now till February. But that team is bad.
Yeah, I was go Shakhtar. Roma wasn't that good even though we messed up against them.
Yeah, that Shakhtar team is bad. They beat Napoli and they beat us, and they're good.
Okay. I go with Roma. I'm sorry. Shakhtar,
I'll
the
go
league
with
is
Roma
weak.
too.
I'm going with Roma. Last one. Bayern Munich, Besiktas.
Well, they just stole their best striker.
Striker.
Man.
So-
All right.
So
Bayern.
Bayern Munich.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. It's been a pleasure. I know there's been a lot of fights and everything else. Anything else that we need to cover before we run out?
No, I think we're good.
We're actually out of time. Pate, anything you want to say?
Predictions for Liverpool and Manchester City on 14th.
Oh, yeah, that's a
I
good
won't
one.
be here, but
That's a good one.
Ah,
That's a good one.
yeah.
Liverpool,
Liverpool.
Man City.
City.
Wait. I want. Oh, you said City.
City.
I was disappointed.
No, because
Sure, you get just
the
disappointed.
guys in the middle, I'm telling you, if you guys watch that Crystal Palace game, it was crazy.
Okay,
Those guys were
What's the
nasty in the middle.
What's the scoreline?
2-1.
Car.
Man for man, we have better players overall pitch.
So
I think it's going to be 3-1 City.
One more. I won't make Liverpool score. I'm tired to hear this shout. You can't just shout.
Well, last year you enjoy now. Make yourself enjoy now.
Yeah, but someone rubbing it in our face now.
So
Okay, you can. No
pick?
more, Robin.
What's your pick?
I'm going with Liverpool.
All right, I'm going with City 2-1. I agree with Mike.
Yeah, because I don't see, because again, Man City, you watch these goals that happen. It's either the ball is coming from Sané to Sterling to score, or KD or Silva is shooting from the middle, and I don't think they have enough to stop what they're going to do to them.
Yeah, playing Robertson and Gomez as fullbacks, I don't see them stopping Sané.
Nope.
Okay, one more game before we go. I know I said we're almost done.
Chelsea.
Tottenham, Man United.
At home.
Don't matter who so.
Respect me, come on now. Pochettino has to respect himself.
Is Wanyama? He said
Man U.
Kenya, or is it Wanyama? Where is he?
Man U? Where are you? What do you think?
Yeah.
Wanyama?
If Wanyama is not there, then Man U.
Jesus.
I'm going to talk now.
I'm going Tottenham too. I'm sorry.
I'm going to talk now.
I actually have 2-1 Tottenham.
Man U.
All right. So, Paja, anything you want to say real quick before we wrap up?
Yeah, just the one thing I just want to talk about when Nika called in, I was talking about how do you beat City. Because we discussed that before, and you were talking about.
Look at the camera. Nika wants to
Oh,
hear you.
sorry. Let me say it in opinion so you won't understand. That guy is a reporter. No, I think that for City, I think one of the best to beat City is to soak in the pressure, but you have to have people who can keep their defense honest. City are so confident that you will not get the ball past them that strikers are almost afraid to go forward. And I think that's the problem they're going to run into in the Champions League, because they're going to meet again. Because one thing City does, City plays dirty when they don't have the ball. When they don't have the ball, they foul all the cynical fouls. But they can do that because they can get to the man. When they have a team that, when you have an opponent that can also move the ball, before you get to that man, the ball is gone.
But
Napoli is not easy.
No. Have you watched Napoli? The top of Italian league now.
The Italian leagues are slower than EPL teams.
But Juventus is there.
We're talking about your Bayern Munichs and your Barcelonas of the world. So I think that's what they're going to run into problems, because before you can foul the man, the ball is gone.
The problem with Barcelona City will be the speed of City versus Barcelona.
We'll find out. But I just think that there's a way to be able to counter and also have people who can keep your defense honest, because everybody comes forward. We've played Barcelona before; they didn't do anything different.
I think the three components to beating City. One is that your midfielders in the middle have to block the lines. They have to. They don't have to defend the Kevin De Bruyne. You have to defend the line that the ball is going to get to him. Secondly, the guys, your wing backs, have to be extremely on point on that day. As in, pace for pace, they have to cut off Sané and frustrate him. As in, we all know he uses his left leg, so it's not magic. Cover that left side.
Again.
Exactly. They do. It's like magic. They do it all the time. So if you're able to cut off their wingers, cut off the passes in the middle, and possess the ball, if you can hold the ball for 30 seconds, you're in danger to Man City.
The problem is that.
Is that what you want to say before we wrap up?
That's it.
No other comment?
No.
The problem is on the counter attack. On the counter attack, Sané is probably one of the fastest players in the league. That boy can run like a horse, and if he gets going, he's gone. He's gone.
All right, here's my closing thing. This is not football related. I'm sorry, guys, but this is important. The immigration rules in America is changing, and ABL is partnership with NALA. We're gonna start pushing it out. Nigerian American Lawyers Association. We have an event on January 27th at the Silver Spring Civic Center. We're gonna start pushing more information out. And all of us here know somebody that doesn't have paper, they have half paper, they have maybe green, maybe blue, maybe pink papers. If you have any questions for immigrations, I think you should be there. We'll send out the information. It's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on January 27th. Feel free to contact us, send us a message if you have any questions. But you can come there. There's going to be lawyers out there that you can ask questions. Absolutely free. It's a free event. It's one of those things that APL do to support the community. So again, January 27th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Silver Spring Civic Center. So feel free to be there. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for coming. Pai J, nice to see you again after a while. Mike, this is your home. So thank you for coming back, Carl. It's been good. Great show. Thank you, everybody. Have a good weekend. Everybody enjoy.
See you in 2 weeks.
Stay warm. See you in 2 weeks.
All right.
Great show.